Good morning, YouTubers. I'm making a video here of the update on the new OUPES Mega-5. This is my new one right here. For those of you who don't know, I bought one and it was a dud, but OUPES made it right. They sent me this new updated version right here. Just to let you know, it's working perfectly. I have had no issues. And I have recycled the battery from, full to empty around 7-8 times. It's working great. My old one, it would only let me use approximately 50% of the battery and it would shut down. So I had to contact OUPES and to just let you know, their customer service, #1, second to none. They were great. No issues with them, no hassle. They just wanted to know the problem, everything. I took a little video of it and sent it to them. They were good with it. Told me, hey, we're going to send you a new one, no charge. And I received this one Wednesday of last week. And today is Monday. And like I said, I've run the crap out of this thing. I have put it through the mill, and it is working superb. If you have any doubts about this machine, please don't. It's a good one. I had someone leave a comment, they ordered one and now they seen my last video where I had to send my old one back, and they was wondering, should they just stop the purchase and get their money back? And I commented and told them, no, if it was me, I would go ahead and get it, because it's the new updated one. So you ain't got to worry about that. Yeah, it's a monster. I'm telling you. Thing runs forever. Just to let you know, I've got 2 stand-up freezers. Right there is my one stand-up freezer. And I just want y'all to understand, this thing right here is a monster. I mean, look at this sucker. I mean, it's huge. And it runs probably, when it's on like it is, the compressor and all, it runs around 250 to 300 watts. Right here's my stand-up refrigerator. Right here is my other stand-up double door refrigerator. And here is my other stand-up freezer. And just to give you an idea, all 4 of them, 2 freezers, 2 refrigerators, all 4 of them, full size. This thing here, from 100% to 0, ran 16.5 hours. I mean, that is freaking good, let me tell you. And I'm telling you, I've never seen another solar generator, portable, that's what they call this, portable, do that kind of run time. I mean, this thing has run flawlessly. But just to let people know, I was going to go over this thing again, more or less just make a whole new video for those of you who didn't see my other one. But I just want y'all to know that don't have no fear on buying this thing. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but it's got a lot of power. If you're buying something for an outage, to get through a day or two, right here is what you need to be looking at. Because I'm telling you, it is great. It's solid. Turn that screen back on. That's the screen. Right now the battery's at 38%. I mean, it's a good machine. So let's get into it. Here's your front. This is where all your controls are. Just to give you an overview. 2 solid handles right here. You got your good solid rubber wheels. They're not hollow. I mean, they're made to take a licking. You got your handle right here, just to show you. Right there, comes all the way out, and it sits on these legs, if you can see them. Right there, one on each side. Right there, one on each side. Your wheels don't even touch the ground until you pick this up like luggage. Then it kicks back on the wheels. So it can't roll or move on you. Push this back in out of the way. And there is your manual warranty, 2-year warranty, bumper to bumper. It comes with a lighter port cord to MC4. You can plug this up into your car, plug this up to the solar connection in this, and I'll show you in a minute. And you can charge it while you're on the go, which I don't know who would pack this thing in their vehicle, I'm just telling you. Then you've got your, if you get the OUPES solar panels, this right here plugs up to your solar panel, MC4 cable to your solar connection. You get your AC cord, and I'm just throwing this out there. This is just like a heavy duty computer cord, but if you notice, this is not vertical pins, these are horizontal. I don't know any other machine that takes this. I'm not saying there isn't, but I've never seen one. I think they're doing this more or less, you got to get it from them. And if I was you, I would order another cord, a spare, because you know, you get 3, 4, 5, 6 years down the road, and your cord where you plug it in and plug it out and bend it and all that, if it goes bad, you know, you're gonna have to get one. I would go ahead and get one, that way you know you got it. Just keep it in your bag, you know. And then right here, they send you an extension cord for the MC4. You know, if your cord won't reach where your machine's at, you got a little extension cord there. So they're pretty good on that. And they're all beefy. I mean, really, they are beefy, every one of them. So I love that. But on this side, I know you probably can't see it because of the light, but there's a little door here. This hookup right here is for an electric car. They call it a gun handle. You know, you plug it up to your electric car, then you can plug it up to here, and then you can take juice from this and charge your electric EV car. So if you've got an EV car, hey, right here's your backup to get you a little bit of energy. Around here, you've got the little rubber pads. That way when you grab this thing and tip it up like luggage, it can stand up tall ways. And they don't recommend to leave it like that for a long period of time, and especially running. If you're going to run it, leave it running just like this. This is how you want to run it. That's just for if you're moving it and you need to set it up for a minute, you know, no big deal. And over here, as you can see, this is your other hookups. Open this little door here. Right there is your AC cord. That's them pins I was telling you about, how they're horizontal. Right there is your Anderson solar hookup. And then down here are breakers. This is your AC breaker. This is for your electric car breaker hookup. That way, they want these on if you're charging AC or electric car transferring. That way, if there's any back surge, it will protect your machine. It'll kick it off right there, and you know, that way you're not out. So when you are charging from AC or electric car, up is on, down is off. I don't have an electric car, so that's why I'm not fooling with that. I just got the AC wall outlets, you know, or to plug up to another generator. So I just leave it on. That way I know it's protected. I don't want to forget and turn it on. I just leave it on. And then down here is your other port. They make the B5 battery, and this is the hookup for it. It'll hook up to here, and then the cord will go to the other battery. And the other battery, if you look, it's the OUPES B5. It's exactly this whole thing right here. Nothing different, except all this is not there. It's just got a power button. And it's a 5,040 watt, just like the OUPES right here is. So I had to give you 10,080 watt hours. So, you know, something to look into if you got the money. I don't. But, yeah, that's it. And we'll go over this one more time just to show you. Let me grab my little cheat sheet here, because I always forget the name of some of these little ports here, and I'm bad for it. Again, this thing has an app and Wi-Fi. You can download it, and it's simple. the IoT button right here. Just turn it on. You can see the Wi-Fi and all come up right there. Bluetooth. Leave it off. I ain't fooling with it right now. But I did download it. And the only reason I did download it is if they have updates, it comes through there. And you can click on the button and, you know, agree and confirm you want the update. So that's the reason I've done that. But we'll just start here. It's a 5,040 watt hour generator. So that's a lot of power. It's a 4,000 watt continuous pure sine wave. That means you can hook up whatever you want and it'll continuously run them until it hits 4,000 watts. Well, it'll run 4,000 watt, but when it hits 4,001 watt, it'll shut off. And that's continuous for an hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours, whatever. It can run 4,000 watt, you know. So, and it's a 7,000 watt peak surge. And you know how like an air compressor refrigerator's got a compressor, and when you first turn them on, it'll kick up the surge wheel. It might be 2,000, it might be 3,000, whatever the machine is. This one can handle up to 7,000. That is a lot. It's a big inverter, let me tell you. So, like I said, see, AC input is a 2,000 watt or 1,000 watt. And what that is, it's got a slow charge and a fast charge. And I'll just be honest with you, personally, I would set it on the slow charge because the faster you do it, which is 2,000 watts compared to the 1,000, if you leave it on the 2,000, over time, might be 2 years, 3 years, you're taking a little life out of your LiFePO4 batteries. You know, you're going to make them die quicker in the long run than if you was to do the slow charge, which is 1,000, which is still, you know, extremely fast. So just keep that in mind. I put mine on slow charge, and it's all in the manual how to do it. But what you do is you hit the IoT button right here, and you hit the left-handed DC button, power button right there at the same time. It says for approximately 3 to 5 seconds. And then the screen will flash an L for low charge, and I think it's either F or H for the fast or high charge. And you just alternate with the IoT, which one you want. And then when you get there, you hit the power button, if I ain't mistaken, for like 5 seconds. Then it'll come up submitted, I believe it is. More or less like confirmed. But it's all in the manual right here with your warranty card and everything. So, you know, just get in there and look, do what you want. But myself, I would do the slow charge. 1,000 watts an hour is plenty. So, covered that. And see here, it's a 3,500 plus cycles. And what that means is when you use 100% to 0% of your battery, you know, you go through it and deplete it and then recharge it, that is 1 cycle. If you do it 2 times, that's 2 cycles. You get the drift there. Well, this is 3,500 plus, and they're just saying it might be 35 and 100, it might be 35 and 2, you know, who knows. But approximately 3,500 plus recycles is what this thing will do, and should last 10 years. It's all on the paperwork, on the box, everything. 10 years, providing you take care of it, you know. So I just wanted to let you know that. And it does have LiFePO4 batteries, which are the best on the market right now. You know, they're better than the regular lithium. Regular lithium, you can get anywhere from 400 to 500 cycles. The LiFePO4, 3,500 plus. You know, that's what you're paying for, really, is the batteries. See, it's a pass-through charging, and that means you can, let's just say, plug up the refrigerator to this. You know, plug the refrigerator up right here. Then you can come around here, and while it's running your refrigerator, hook up your solar, and it'll be charging while running your refrigerator. So you know, whatever brand of generator you get, you want to look for that pass-through charging. And also, it's a UPS up to, I believe it's 2,000 or 2,200 watts. And what UPS is, in case you don't know, let's just say you plug your refrigerator. Take this. You're going to go away for the week. Take this, plug it up to the wall. Set this next to your refrigerator. Plug this up to the wall. And then you take your refrigerator and plug it up to an outlet. Well, the wall electric is just coming through this machine and going straight into your refrigerator. Your wall power grid is running your refrigerator. But let's say a storm comes, a tree branch knocks a power line down, your house doesn't have no power. As soon as your power cuts off, this thing automatically within 20 milliseconds, 20% of a second, 20 milliseconds kicks on, it's running your refrigerator. You'll not even see you might see the light dim for a second if you was looking. That's it. And it'll run your refrigerator completely till this thing is empty or until the power is restored. And when the power is restored and it comes on in your house, this thing detects it, kicks off, it's back to the wall outlet, just going through here and going in your refrigerator, and it's running. So that is UPS, and that is another feature, no matter what brand, Blue Eddy, Alcatel, Anchor, whatever, you want to look for, you know. So pass-through charging and UPS, uninterrupted power system. So keep your eyes on that. Keep that in mind, write it down. But two main things you want to get. All right, let's get to the ports now. All right, here is your DC ports on this side, and you've got DC on this side, but you got to turn the power button on this one. That's what these little circles are for. It's saying this power button runs these, this power button runs these. So over here, we have got a USB-C port, 60 watt. You got two of them right there. And then down here, you got your USB. These three blue ones are fast charge, quick charge, whichever one you want to call them. Then you got a regular 5 volt, 2 amp USB-C port. You can plug your phones or whatever you want up to it. And then when you plug it up, you just hit the DC on, and then the power will come on. This right here is your Anderson hookup. It's just like your solar over here, except this is an output instead of an input. I can take, let's just say, take my Blue Eddy or my Alcatel, and I need some power, and I'm going to steal some power from this to charge them up. I can hook a MC4 cable up to here, hook it to their little end, and start charging them, or whatever else, you know, if you got another piece of equipment or something that takes the MC4 Anderson. So that's that. Over here on this DC, you've got your lighter plug. That right there, I've got a flashlight that is a rechargeable, and it's got the little end like this right here. And you just take that male end, stick it into here, and then charge your flashlight, a small little camp refrigerator, my cooler, you know, a little electric cooler, they plug up to here. So you can run them off of this. And these right here are 5521 barrel ports. I'm pretty sure that's what they are. They're 12 volt, 10 amp. You got two of them. So then you move down to your AC outlets, 20 amp max. You get 5 of them, and they're 120 volt. So just like a regular house, you know, a lot of these companies will tell you they're 120, and come to find out they're really 110. These are 120, you know, for sure. They're not lying about it. And right here is your 30 amp hookup. And for the power on them, right there, AC. But your 30 amp hookup is for like your RV, or it can be for your dryer. A lot of dryers have this hookup. And whatever else you got that might have that, at least you do got it. So that's that right there. But yeah, this thing is great. Like I said, right here's your power button. Long hold turns it on, long hold turns it off. It'll go to sleep, the screen will. You just click the power button, it'll come back on. But yeah, this thing is great. And see, is there anything else? I believe that's it right there as far as the about the OUPES Mega-5. Like I said, it's a beast. I love it. That's why I didn't want my money back. Give me a new one. This thing is a monster. I plugged it, since I've been using this one again, I'll plug it up roughly 9:30, 10 o'clock at night when we go to sleep, and I plug my 2 refrigerator and freezers up to it. When I get up in the morning, about 7:30, 15 to 8, it's sitting at around 50 to 40%. You know, I guess, you know, you got to count your temperature in your house, because that's, your refrigerators do detect that, and they'll have to work a little harder. But yeah, I mean, it's been working great. And I made a list just to give y'all some info, you know, just to show you how powerful this thing is. Let's walk in here and I will show you. These are my Blue Eddy AC 200Ps. That is my Anchor 767, 2048 watt hour on the Anchor. These right here are 2000 watt hours. And there's my other Blue Eddy. They're charging, these two are. And then over here is my Alcatel P2001s. They're a 2000 watt hour generator. But these Alcatels, they're great. They're cheaper than the Blue Eddys, and you get what you pay for. You know, my Blue Eddys mostly will do a couple of hours to an hour longer than the Alcatels, even though they're rated for 2000 watt. What it is the Blue Eddy inverter is better than the Alcatel inverters. So keep that in mind. You know, you get what you pay for, but again, if you don't want to really shell out a lot of money, just for instance, I just bought this one. I just received it roughly a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I paid to my door, I think it was $12.70 on sale right now. $11.99 is what these are. And these are top-notch machines right here, the Blue Eddy. I love them. Very dependable. Again, though, the Alcatels, they're 2000 watt, and I've never had a problem with them. They're great. But these will run the 2000 watt. It depends. They're a little different because, you know, when they make batteries, they're not all the same. You might get a little bit of extra juice in a battery than another one. But these are rated on my 2 refrigerators and 2 freezers. That's what I'm going to show y'all. I run every one of these on my 2 refrigerators and 2 freezers, and I timed them. That way you can see what you get and what you pay for. On my Blue Eddys, which is this one and these 3. Now keep in mind, this one and this one right here are brand new. This one and this one are used, but, you know, great shape, you know. But I just want y'all to see. But on my new Blue Eddys, this one right here, the run time on it was 6 hours and 15 minutes. I take that back, excuse me. This new one right here, I've had it a little longer. 6 hours and 15 minutes. Running my 2 refrigerators and 2 freezers. That's what all this is based off of. My 2 refrigerators and 2 freezers. I got 6 hours and 15 minutes off of this one. From 100% to 0% till it's shut off. This brand new one right here, I got 6 hours and 46 minutes. And again, I take it back. Excuse me, I apologize. I've got a list here and I'm trying to record and read to. Let's start over here. This one right here, brand new, week and a half, approximately old. I got 7 hours and 20 minutes on the 2 refrigerators and 2 freezers. This new one, which I've had probably 6 months, close to it, probably 6 months at least. 6 hours and 46 minutes on the 2 refrigerators and 2 freezers. And my 2 used ones here, this one right here in the middle, I got 6 hours and 15 minutes. And this one here, used, I got 5 hours and 41 minutes. So whoever had this in one right here, used it, you know, enough to where it I ain't gonna say it's down to 80%, but it did take some life off of the batteries. But that's what I'm trying to tell you, you know, but still, I mean, they probably had it. I think they told me they had it for about 3 years and used it all the time off grid. Still though, runs perfect, nothing against it. So what we're saying is brand new. On mine, you're looking at approximately 7 hours and 20 minutes. All right, your Alcatels. And again, keep in mind, $11.99 on sale right now for the Blue Eddy AC200Ps. All right, the Alcatels, these are the 2000 watt. And on this one, on the same refrigerators and freezers, I got 5 hours exactly from 100% to 0. On this one, I got 6 hours. This one's a little newer, but it shows you it's not that much of a difference though. So I'm just showing you, you know, it depends, you know, when they make these, they might grab a great battery and then the next battery might be a little less juice in it. But still, again, you're paying, let's just, again, before tax and everything, $12.99 right there. These, right now, I can find them on Amazon now, and it kills me. I found one for $8.99, found another one for $9.99, brand new. So again, the hours of difference, you're getting a couple more hours brand new out of this one, a little over 2 hours. But, you know, you can save $300, maybe $400. So it's which way you want to go. Not knocking these. I wouldn't have them if they were bad. They're great little machines, 2000 watts. And then come over here to my Anchor 767. It's brand new. I've literally, the cycles on it might be 15, 20 at the most. I got 6 hours out of it running the 2 refrigerators and 2 freezers. Okay, so and that's a 2048 watt hour right there. Touch over 2000, not much, not enough to make a big difference. But I'm just trying to show y'all. Now, we'll go right back here to the OUPES. And again, the same 2 refrigerators and freezers. I got 16.5 hours out of this thing. So, man, I mean, that's more than double, you know, than the other ones I've got, the regular 2000 watt. So keep that in mind when you're wanting to buy a Blue Eddy, let's say for $12.99, or an Alcatel for, say, $9.99. This thing here, I got it for $3,017 to my door. That's tax, shipping, everything. So they was running a sale on them here 2 weeks ago, I think. But, you know, you got to consider that money, how much more battery you're getting. So please take that into mind. But yeah, I run all these off solar. I try not to plug them up to my house grid at all, unless it's an extreme emergency and I need to charge them real quick if I know a storm's coming. But I try to never plug them up to the wall. I can't even remember the last time I plugged it up to the wall. Well, I take it back. When I first got this one in, it was at like 65%. I did plug it up to the wall just to top it off because I used it that night. I wanted to try it out, you know. But other than that, I don't ever touch the grid juice because I got to pay for it. And that's what I got these for, is to take some of the price off of my electric. But I charge these off of my solar arrays out here. I've got 3, each one is separate, 700 watts on each one. So I can plug 2, let's just say 2 Blue Eddies up at the same time, and then take the 3rd one and plug the OUPES up. And then on the side of my house, I have another 420 watt solar array, and I use that on my Alcatels and my Anchor because the voltage is different on them than the Blue Eddy and the OUPES. But yeah, I just wanted to give everybody a good update. If you're asking me my opinion to buy this or not, hey, if you've got the money and you're going to get one, you know, if you're just wanting something to get you by, get a Blue Eddy AC200P. But if you're wanting something that will last a couple of days, you know, a day and a half in a real emergency, right here, you can't beat it. I'm telling you, it's great. The only other thing I'd go above this is if you're wanting to like hook up to your home in the grid, you know, like tap into your power box and everything. And I don't want to do that because then you're getting into codes and all that. Right here, there are no codes. This is plug and play. That's all it is. But again, you know, any questions, comments, please comment down there. Ask me the questions. Tell me what you think of yours if you have one. If you're getting one or thinking about getting one, again, my opinion, grab it. This thing is a monster. And they just come out with the Mega-5, and it's like 3,000 watts, 3,500 watt hours, something like that. It's in the 3,000s. It's the same box right here. I mean, you really, to look at it, you cannot tell no difference at all. It's just the amount of batteries inside. You're coming down, and I think they're like, I'm wanting to say 2,300, 2,500, something like that on Kickstarter. But man, if you're going to do it, pull the trigger, go ahead and do the 5,000 watt. You're getting the big 4,000 watt inverter, 7,000 watt surge. I mean, just do it. Get it if you're going to get one. I love this thing. It is a beast. It really, really is. And again, I mean, you ain't going wrong. If you're going to get one, definitely check this thing out. But again, I love it. Again, you're getting the 30 amp, the 7,000 watt surge. It's on wheels. And I forget the weight now, but I'm wanting to say it's like 120 pounds, 118 pounds. It's right through there somewhere. You know, I lifted it up and put it up here on my bar right here. Yeah, it was heavy, but I did it. You can do it, you know. But again, it's on wheels. You can pull it like luggage. So if you're an older person, you ain't got to worry about it. You can roll it around everywhere. You get the beefed up cables. And I'm telling you, their customer service, 0 to none. They're about like Anchor. I would say they're equal. They're great. And again, they sent me this one, no charge. And my other one over here, the old one, it's supposed to ship out Saturday. They just sent me the label. Again, the first label didn't work, so they sent me another label. That one's supposed to ship out Saturday, next Saturday. So, well, I'm going to let y'all get off here. I just wanted to show you. Any questions, please comment. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I don't do this for money. Don't make a dime off of these videos on YouTube. I do it for fun. I do it to communicate with others. I do it to learn, and I do it to show others, you know, they can learn. So, you know, this is non-profit, trust me. I'm just a poor boy with some time on my hands, and I love solar generators and solar and prepping. So, you know, hey, this is an honest review. I don't get paid by nobody. Hey, I just love it. I'm glad you tuned in. Any questions, comment. Thank you, and God bless.